Doing this one thing can keep authenticity in your messaging when you go to automate and scale. Can't wait to share it with you. Stay tuned. What's up, FlowChat Connector? Sean back at you with another bam high ticket tune up. Hope you're doing really well. Make sure and smash that like button. Share this out to somebody else who needs it. And of course, if you find some value in this thing as we go through this, please subscribe to the channel. With that said, we're going to dive right in. We're going to talk about authenticity when it comes to automation and scaling your DM strategy. Specifically, this is one of the things that I've been working on for quite some time, right? One of the main values that Chris and I and Bruno share is this ability to never lose the human touch or the humanization in your messaging strategy. So if you feel like you're at that place, this is the video for you. Let's get going. Okay. So first and foremost, what we got to talk about is this: when automation meets authenticity, and what's the perfect equilibrium that we can have? Well, first and foremost, we need to develop or design some sort of efficiency without losing the human touch. How do you do that? Well, if you have a robot that's just continually sending message after message after message and broadcasting to a big audience of yours, yeah, that's extremely efficient. And yeah, that's fully automated. But the problem is you lose authenticity when only one of those messages doesn't fit right in the DM conversation. And so what we tried to do with our tech as we're building FlowChat and continuing to evolve in the marketplace is we put auto processing or sending an automatic message in the flow, but it's only to get the conversation started. And once that happens, now you have to kind of pop back in and do it manually. And what does that do? It creates a hyper efficiency of new leads and new opportunities, but at the same time, it still gives you that human connection and that human touch. And you can take the conversation in any direction that you want, especially if you have some sort of an SDR or BDR type setting team that can do some things for you. So that's the first thing. Secondly, when you put some automation together with efficiency, you can reach wider, you can engage deeper. There's a lot of cool things there. The danger here is, let's say you bulk send a whole bunch of messages to this group of people, and a couple of those people respond in one way, a couple more respond in another way. And if you wanted to keep the automation window going, you click and send another message. Well, that message that you're sending might not match. This is where some of the power of AI comes in, and some of the other automation tools and tech that we're working on building will very much help you when you're at use of point, when you're DMing people. So if you over automate, you have this you have a responsibility to not over automate, is what I'll say. But secondly, when you over automate, it makes your process seem not right, and it'll immediately turn off your potential clients, right? You only get one shot. We need to be very crispy and clean with that one shot that we get when we first meet a new prospect. So what we want to talk about is automating, but keeping things personalized, right? So how do we increase reach with maintained trust? Well, there's a lot of ways to do this, and we can boost efficiency without losing loyalty, which I'm going to share about. And then, of course, the real metrics showcasing engagement and improvement. So these are the three things that we need to stay kind of focused on: increased reach, boosted efficiency, and then the right metrics. And if you have a system that can spit out how much is your reach now versus once you put a tool in place, you're winning. How much have you increased your efficiency without losing loyalty is another way to think about this. The way I look at this is what our tech does, and just speaking of FlowChat and personal experiences here, and I just saw this recently. We saw a company that was doing a DM outreach strategy with the messages, and it was taking them on average 18 to 19 clicks for one of their team to click a button, copy and paste a message, couple of clicks there, go to the profile, click the messenger inbox, head to the inbox, couple more clicks there, paste a message, send the message, couple of clicks there, maybe make some changes, couple of more clicks there, go back into the spreadsheet that they were using to manage the whole system, couple of clicks there, record the dates, a couple of clicks there. Next thing you know, they're at 18, 19, 20, 21 clicks. When we were doing this ourselves, we also, when it was a spreadsheet and piece of paper system before FlowChat, we were also seeing 20 plus clicks to get there. FlowChat allowed our boosted efficiency without losing loyalty by taking it from 20 clicks to 3 clicks. From 20 clicks to 3 clicks. If you think about that timeline and that significant savings in somebody clicking a mouse, what have you done? You've eliminated this risk factor of a human making a mistake, and you've expedited the ability to get to reach out to people faster. And now we have metrics that showcase the engaged improvement, especially when you have the right messaging, right? Because it always comes down to three things. We've got to have the right leads, got to have the right message that we send those people, and then we got to have the right system behind it. Okay. So here's a couple of examples. Ron is somebody that came into our world several years ago, and he wanted to set up a system and help others to help system with their systems. Now he's very good at system setup and doing some of that stuff. And so when he came to us, he said, "How do I do this?" And so he took our system on with some automation and some of the things we're doing, and he was able to increase his monthly income from 8K to 30K in just 7 months. What would your business be like if you wanted to become a reseller of tech? Maybe you were already helping other businesses to set up operational systems. What if you could do that? What if you could go from 8K a month or 10K a month all the way up to 30K? Basically more than tripled his revenue in less than 7 months. What would that feel like? How could you solve problems for your family? You know, money doesn't bring you happiness, but it sure does. It sure does solve a lot of problems, is what I'll tell you. So Ron's great case story. Second one is Fabi. Fabi has a fantastic PR branding agency. She helps PR agencies and other agencies to put branding on all the things that she's doing. She took our systems with some automation, and she was able to go from 40K a month to 200K a month. She was doing something slightly different than Ron. She was actually running some paid ads. Now, I do have to preface this with a disclaimer: not all results are equal, but Fabi has some incredible results, right? She more than tripled her business revenue as well. What would that feel like if you went from a 40K a month or a $500,000 size business per year all the way up to now you're doing over $2 million a year in business? That's going to turn some heads. That's going to be some really big things. And all it took was for Fabi to take her existing flow, her existing systems of what she had, put it into her business using FlowChat, just reorganized a few things, learned a couple of buttons that she had to click, and wham, this is kind of where she got to. Last but not least is my girl, Brooke. Brooke is a coach, high ticket coach. Actually not even that high ticket coach, right? So sure, her products and services are anywhere from 500 to 3,000 bucks, where most coaches kind of sit. And she was able to put FlowChat in, set this all up in less than a week, and she went from 17K to 30K in 8 weeks. Now that's less than 2 months. What if you could double your business in 2 months? What would that mean for you? What would that feel like? Imagine that just for a second. Like, whatever the amount of money that you have to disperse to everybody, what if it was double? How would that change? Right. And so using a tool like FlowChat, this gives you this ability to stay authentic, but yet to be extremely efficient so that you can scale and automate a lot of things that need the help to do so. Lastly, I just wanted to give this to you. I mentioned this earlier: right leads, right scripts, right system. We have that for you. I wanted to start by just saying, well, if you have the right leads, what do you mean? Well, where do you find leads that make sense for your business? They're all over social media. One of the things I learned from Russell Brunson was you can't create traffic. You can't create it, but you can go find the streams that the traffic is swimming in and then drop your content or message those people or get in front of the people in the stream of where they're at. And so there's some very easy techniques that we use to allow any business that we work with, really, when it comes to, agency owners, coaches, consultants, and service-based providers that sell to business. We have, I don't even know how many strategies that we can work with you. And you just got to choose the one that you like the best, and we'll help put that in. Secondly, is we have something called the 4Q qualifier method. And this is a system that we actually teach. We're going to be coming out with a challenge here in the next several weeks, where we actually go through this in 3 hours with everybody. Secondly is the right scripts. I wanted to share this with you because I think it's valuable. We teach in our challenge and in our programs the awareness levels from Eugene Schwartz. And what do you say to somebody who doesn't know anything about your products or services, or maybe they're just completely unaware, or maybe you have the other person that's hyper aware, maybe even tested and played with some of your competitors before, so they're product aware, maybe even even brand aware. They know of your name, but they haven't seen you. Like, Do you say the same message to both people? Absolutely not. There's 5 levels of awareness, and we got to be very focused on which one your prospects are in. And then we have a messaging sequence that we can set up that's really designed around the right scripts. And what I'm going to share with you today is our scripts guide. It's the way we got $2 million worth of revenue in 10 months, and I'm going to give it to you for free. Lastly is the right system, and I'll mention FlowChat is the front runner in the industry. We haven't found any other tech that does anything close to what we do yet. And for outbound sales tech, there is nothing better than FlowChat, right? We work across 14 different social platforms. It's really powerful. And so what I wanted to share is this. Go to this website, scripts.flowchat.com, and let me send you our $2 million DM scripts guide. Okay, what is it? Well, it's a 79-page document that has a breakdown of we've been in DM conversations for a while. We've analyzed over 350,000 of them, and we distilled it down to this 79-page document that gives you the exact messaging that we used in order to create $2 million in revenue in 10 months. So if that's something of interest and you saw some of these case stories, same thing. The people are using some of the same stuff that we put together, and it's very easy to customize this, but it also keeps you authentic and allows you the efficiencies of automation and scale and puts the power of AI at your fingertips. If that's what you're looking for, come on our way. Like, we'd love to have you. So with that said, you've just been tuned up, and I hope this one was valuable for you. I know a lot of people love that scripts guide. And so with that said, I can't wait to see you next time. Make sure and hit that subscribe button if you found some value. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next video. Ciao for now.